personal, professional, and your processes, to reach your customers faster, to sustain. One day you'll park your car perfectly. The other day you'll go and dash. That's not needed. You need to sustain your performance. You need to achieve that breakthrough to bring what are the results you want. You want higher quality, lower your cost. You want to bring a cultural change. Not alone you are running fast, you make your team also run along with you. You try to convey to your top management, this is the voice of the customer. Voice of the customer is nothing but you try to pick up all the problems that is being thrown to you by your internal and external customers, so that you spread it across as voice of business sandwiches. And I'll explain to you what voice of customer, what a voice of business, how it is going to influence you, or how it is already influencing you in your day-to-day results, and how you will bring the dashboard result. What is dashboard result? You're going in a traffic, assume. What is a dashboard? You see the traffic signal, right? Red, green, then orange. So it tells you green is perfect, you can go ahead. Similarly, in your business dashboard, you see lot of KPIs that is being thrown at you. Bring in this particular defect-free product, bring in this particular safety stock, bring in this pull concept, bring in the such a low cost. You need to achieve all these products, all these processes at this low cost. So there could be various dashboard results called key performance indicators that result that drives you every day. So what are the 8 ways? Just remember downtime. I'm down. How many times we are telling I'm down? I'm down today. I can't do it. Similarly, just remember this acronym downtime to see how you're being hit by these ways. D stands for defects. O for overproduction. What are defects? Efforts caused by rework, scrap, incorrect, even an incorrect information. If I tell you something wrong and based on that information you go and work, that becomes a defect, right? Suppose your supplier gives you wrong information that this particular screws were sent to you, but whereas the sizes were totally different and there was a mismatch, and you when you check your goods receipt note, you understand, oh my god, this is not the one I had received. The supplier has given me a totally wrong information. It's a waste of time for everyone, for both the internal and external people who are being connected in the supply chain. So overproduction, you don't want to buy an old car, right? You want the latest, you want the customized one. So the car companies or mobile companies or anyone, you don't want to buy an old stuff that was produced due for last Diwali or for Christmas. So the companies can't do this overproduction. Waiting time, waiting for the next step. I told you, when you're going for vaccination, you don't want, it's just a small example I'm trying to put into your mind. I don't want to keep on waiting. How long to wait? Why the government has not sent? Why the hospitals have not received it properly? Why they did not convey in this Covaxin or Covishield app? Why they could have told us, come by this time. We have not received the. When I went for my vaccination, we were told to wait for 3 hours because the plane landed. The plane that carried the vaccination didn't reach on time. That was the reason that was told, and it didn't reach the hospital, and we were pushed to the afternoon slot. So it's a waste of time. There almost 400-500 people were waiting. Just imagine, in a company 400 people into 3 hours, it becomes almost 12,000 hours. It's so much of man hours are being wasted. That really hits your bottom line, that hits your profit. The non-utilized talent in many IT companies, we can see that many of them are put on the bench. Yes, or they are not properly trained. They don't have that knowledge of that process. So when the newcomers walk in, we could very well see in many places that the seniors tell, sorry, I don't have the time, or they maybe have, or I need to push myself to train yourself. So during that time, they become the non-utilized talent, though they are being recruited on board. So there should be a lot of time that has to be dedicated in systematic way of dedicating training to the newcomers, or when you want to move someone inter-department, so that they can understand what the problem is happening in the other department, in a manufacturing company, in an IT company, because the person who produces the software does not understand the pain of a testing guy. So how the test cases are being developed, I don't know whether any software person is here. So non-utilized talent really hits as an eighth waste. And transportation, how many hours during unnecessary moment? Assume your tools are being kept in a far off store inside your company. You have to walk 10 to 15 times to get the tools, required tools, then giving it back to them, or you have to call to the design department so many times to get the latest version of the drawings, and or you have to go to the design department to get the clarification because the dimensions and the microns of the finish are not properly embedded on it. Unnecessary movement, or your vehicles are being parked somewhere near the port because that didn't get cleared with proper documents. So unnecessary movements in that that's lost. Your time is lost in the transportation. Inventory, yes, pile up lot of inventory and you do not know what to do with the dead stock or the slow moving item. When you do the classification in 5S, how you will classify your fast moving, medium moving, slow moving, or dead stock, and that eats up that particular inventory eats up your working capital, and that working capital that can be used for your improvement of the employees. The company gets locked in the inventory, and naturally that hits the bottom line. So motion, what is motion? What is, how it is different from transportation? Unnecessarily you are moving. There's a canteen outside, and 10,000 times you see your blue collar worker walking to the canteen or to the restroom just to, so that because he has a strong voice in the union, that becomes an unnecessary motion. How will you cripple it? It becomes politics. Six Sigma methodology alone you cannot. So how will you bring in him as a team? In one of the companies, we used to pick up some blue collars like this, and we used to bring the Joker model. That is, we'll make them as we'll give 2 days off in a week, so that they will move around to everywhere, and they will talk about the importance of improving oneself. So we will make that particular person to believe the concept which he is not believing. So unnecessary motion, that is any employee is happening, or someone is addicted to gossiping. They will be very good in their work, but often you can see them going and sitting in the place of someone else, but but the other person may be a mediocre, his work gets spoiled. So unnecessary motion, how will you cripple it? It's a waste. So the extra processing more than what is needed by the customer. There is only 2 coats of painting that is needed for the car. You want an extra finish, you want that's not needed by the customer, but you waste the material just to impress, just to give the delight path. Not always every company can take the cost of the delight, right? So this extra processing. So we'll just look into a small video Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you, but
Yes, you are audible.
But it's not. Yeah, sorry. So how are we going to take in the Lean Six Sigma? Is there are two types of methodologies, one for a standard process and the other one for the non-standard process. The non-standard process is mainly for you are trying to bring in a very new product like a rocket. You try to apply that. So for most of our other processes that in many companies, whatever may be the sector, we use this DMAIC as a standard process efficiency improvement tools and methodology. And this DMAIC, most of us, I could see, most of you were were telling about DMAIC, but still for the new joinees or who want to know more about it, I would like to brief more on it. So D stands for define. You try to identify, define the problem. In the measure phase, you try to map out the current process. So you try to analyze what is actually the cause of the problem, where you try to apply 5 whys, we'll be telling that. And how will you improve, implement and verify the solution, and how will you maintain the solution? Maintenance is more important. So this continuous improvement methodology should be aligned with the 3 C's. Either you want to reduce the cycle time or you want to reduce the cost so that you can improve the customer satisfaction, or your focus is to improve the customer satisfaction. Cycle time helps you to satisfy the internal customers and give you more time, or it can be all the 3. So how will you align with the 3 C goals we saw, which will help us to write the business case? You need to, when you are trying to represent to the management, you may be having a lot of ideas, but how will you tell your management? They should accept it, right? You cannot just go and tell orally, sir, I want to do a Six Sigma or a GB project. Then they will be they asking for more specifics. On what? Sir, on cycle time reduction or cost reduction to improve the customer satisfaction. In that case, they will ask you on what basis you are doing all this. Then you can tell about the measure. So I saw such and such a complaint from this particular customers, and this particular customer is our A-class customer who is helping us to improve so much of our business, and they will start listening. So how you give the weightage for your problem, how soon, how your team member is going to understand that is all defined in the business case. In a very simple way, we'll teach you how to convey the most important aspects to your management, to your team member through a business case, and how you will measure it and how you will analyze it. It should not become so tedious that, my God, I need to go and do this work in my Excel because I don't like this data. It's not going to be that. It's going to be fun. Say, so how we are going to go into this roadmap is you try to define the problem and the objectives. What do we need to improve? Can we measure this? How will you analyze the process, define factors of influence? Then how will you identify and implement improvements and assure the implements will sustain to give you a good growth? So for that, you need to understand your process. How will you understand your process, whether your process is adding value or not? So what is value? What is value actually? A capability provided to a customer of the highest quality at the right time. You cannot tell, okay, I'll give you the best of the car, okay? Because I'm giving you the best of the car, I will take 11 months to give you. He will lose interest in this car. So pull and push. If it is a customized, you will say it will take 1 month, sir. For that itself, you will ask 1 month. Are you producing some premium car? And when you see a mobile into the market, the ad is being published, and below that you see lot of vendors or the shops that is selling that Purvika mobiles or some mobile thing you see, and you call them and they say, sir, it will take some more time to get it. And you ask for the price. Already the price is published on the paper, and you ask for the price. And if it is not at the appropriate, you start comparing with your mobile, with the mobile, those who are competing with this particular mobile. And you say, no, that provides 4 cameras. I can take so much of the clarity is good. I can store more, it gets connected, they are giving so much of gifts along with this. So on, so on, so on. So what is the value? What is the value that you are trying to reach to the customer at an appropriate price? Because the global competition will throw you out of the market. So what is the value, what the customer is buying, and how will you try to maximize customer value is how you apply the downtime. How will you eliminate the waste? If you remove the waste that is actually evils in your process, you are able to give the highest quality, reduced price at a faster time. So you need to define a value stream. What did I say? The value stream is nothing but it's your flow charting. How your materials flow from the higher end to the lower end, from the upstream to the downstream in a supply chain. The suppliers. Then your processes, your internal customers. Purvika Mobile may be your customer, first time customer. Yeah, at Purvika Mobile, the customers, the consumers, you may say, they may enter in. When it is a departmental store, they become your customer. For customer, it becomes the consumer. So this series of steps that must be performed in proper sequence to create value for a customer. The complete value stream includes information flow, product flow, or material flow. Both the things has to go hand in hand, because if you do not have knowledge of what is the safety stock that is being available in the departmental store or in a mobile company or in a car company or a compressor company or a pump manufacturing company, how will you procure the castings that is being needed for your foundry? I assume you are producing the casings for that is needed to put your assembly perfectly for your pumps. What happens? you need to verify whether your foundry sand is perfect to take the casting, whether whether the sand is coarser or it is refined properly, whether the cores have been the cope and drag that is needed to pour the molten metal inside is being perfect. So for that, your coke, pig iron, everything has to be in the stockyard. If the pig iron market, whether the transportation, the lorry person, the port clearance, everything is perfect. So the value stream includes all steps. You need to have both the information and the material perfectly, so that you will have a value, you will know where the value is getting added, where the non-value is needs to be identified, so that you can focus on the high priority or repetitive, or which is having the highest weightage. Probably our trainer RK sir will be telling more about the Pareto. How will you choose your problem perfectly? When how will you highlight your problem? When you are talking to the management, you cannot walk in with the lightest of the lightweighted problem and say, I'm going to do a GB. They will ask on how this is going to really sandwich our goal of achieving cycle time reduction or cost reduction, or how it is going to improve our customer satisfaction. Come on, justify. So that could be the question we'll be facing if we are not choosing our problem identification properly. So for that, the Pareto will be of very great use to identify your problem. Paretos can be used in various places. Even probably tomorrow I will be highlighting, when once the Pareto session is over, how you can even solve your dropping of your child in a crutch. That much the Pareto can get into your life. It's such a beautiful tool. So why do you need a value stream map? Value stream map is nothing. Your flow chart of your process helps you to visualize more than just the process level, allows you to see the sources of waste, define key leverage points for improvements. We'll see how. The value stream scope is determine the value stream to be improved. You are trying to assume there is vertical turret lathe or some VMC or HMC machines, machining centers, where you see the tools are getting broken often. You don't know why, whether the programming is at fault or the worker training is at fault. There's a lot of wastages. There is a lot of defects that is being hit on this product. So you are trying to focus on that. Assume in a supply chain, the tools are getting missed near a machining center. You don't know how the tools are getting missed, whether that is getting misplaced or that is being used at 2 different places or 3 different places, or the workers are being shuffling the tools and putting it somewhere else, and they're not properly returning it to the tool room. Or if there is design specifications are missing on the design drawings often, that you do not know at what micron level that particular surface finish has to be done on in a grinding machine. Or if it is a marketing value stream, whether properly the voice of the customer is not captured by the marketing department to give it. In a textile machinery manufacturing, the yarn often gets cut if the spinning angle is not kept perfectly. And when it reaches with blurs, if your dresses are not dresses, if properly the weft and warp, they call it as weft and warp. The threads are given a proper twist by a small nail-like size component called traveler. It has to have a smooth finish. So you are buying some dresses in an online, and you receive it with such a beautiful color, but the dress is not smooth. It has blurs over it. Then how the voice of customer is being captured and given to the value stream mapping, so that we'll know where the problem is occurring. So how will you do that? You need to first draw the current state. Based on that, you will try to identify how should we do things so that we can remove the waste. And based on that, you will try to analyze whether you will have a brainstorming. Brainstorming is nothing but how you sit in a home and discuss with your family. Similar way, you discuss with the inter-departments, your internal customers, internal suppliers, who, when, what, where, how, all this too, so that you will have a detailed plan of implementation to support your objectives and the goal of mapping. It's so simple. For example, the corona and how you take it. Just imagine you try to identify which are the value added time and which are the non-value added time, and then try to how you want that to be improved. So either you will call up the hospital, or you will ensure you change the hospital, or you will choose a primary center that is just next door in a school so that you can take your second dosage. You will just try to minimize the downtime so that your transportation is reduced or totally removed, or someone, who knows, someone can come to your home in future to put the vaccination. The government initiative, because too many voice of customers, too many the voice of the patients reaches the customer, and the customer, the government, and the government takes action on it. Similarly, in a manufacturing company, how your marketing department is being involved, how your sales department, how your service department is involved to exactly capture what is needed to remove the waste in your value added stream. So you have to keep your ears open to accept the feedback given by your internal customers and internal suppliers, who will become more voice oriented when they get connected to the outside customers, external customers, and they will try to help you in the process. So what is defect? It's so simple. If you're not meeting the customer requirement or specification, it becomes a defect. Sorry, same thing. The famous one, how very beautifully it can be